Let's get real. This isn't a debate about parenting style. For a parent healing from childhood trauma, the question, who comes first, me or my child, isn't about our philosophy, integrity, or moral compass. It's about our survival. Here's some context. We've been conditioned to believe that good parents sacrifice everything, their rest, their sanity, their dreams, their bodies, just for their children. And the moment we try to claim some space for ourselves, guess who shows up to the party? Guilt wearing the face of love. The thing is, we call it devotion, good parenting, but most times it is just self abandonment dressed up as care. I know this is a tough conversation, but let's have it anyways. I'm Adele, and welcome to Parents Who Heal, the space where we have hard, sometimes uncomfortable conversations about parenting while healing. You see, when we were little, nobody showed us what healthy self priority looked like. We watched our mothers disappear under duty, our fathers vanish behind silence and survival. So now, as adults, we swing between two extremes. Either we overgive until resentment takes root, or we pull so far back that we become cold. But healthy self priority isn't neglect. It doesn't mean we are walking away from our responsibilities as parents or that we aren't willing to sacrifice when we ought to. Healthy self priority is remembering that we, the moms and dads, have needs too. And those needs deserve tending to, not postponing. It's knowing when to pause, when to rest, when to ask for help, when to say to your child, I need a minute, without guilt coming up. It's setting up me time boundaries with our children, not because we don't care for them, but because we want to still be able to care well. That's what balance looks like. And that's what conscious love sounds like. So the hard truth is, your child doesn't come first. You do. Not because they matter less, but because you are the environment under which they grow. You are their nourishment, but you cannot nourish unless you are first nourished. So when you're always exhausted, your child stop asking for help because they see you can't. When you explode under the overwhelm, your child ends up walking on eggshells and then starting to believe that peace is something that they must earn. And when you begin to hide your feelings, your child starts doing the same. If you never slow down, your child grows up not knowing how. Putting yourself first is how you break the cycle. That's the exchange, and that's the real work. So when people say, my child comes before everything, I understand what they mean. But what I actually hear is, I don't know how to love myself and them at the same time. But real healing is learning that it's not either or. It's not me or them. Healing in parenting asks us to stop choosing between love for them and love for us. To remember that we are not separate from the love that we are building with our children. Because the moment it doesn't include us, that relationship collapses. So I want you to ask yourself right now, Where am I abandoning myself in the name of being a good parent? What story am I teaching my child about self priority, self love, self worth? And what would change today if you chose to show them one way that love can include you too? So, the real answer to the question, who comes first, isn't me nor them. Because when I rise, my child rises with me. When I heal, they inherit peace instead of pain. When I stay whole, they learn what wholeness feels like. And that's the kind of legacy that no sacrifice can ever build. If this conversation resonates with you, take a deep breath and remember that healthy self priority isn't betrayal, it isn't selfish. It's how you show your child that love doesn't have to hurt for it to last. It is how you show your child that choosing you is also choosing them. So if you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe for more healing parenting insights. Also, drop a comment. Where in your parenting journey are you learning to put yourself back as a priority? I'll catch you in another conversation. Happy healing.